SeaTac, a historical neighborhood in Virginia Beach, Virginia, is one of the oldest African American communities in the area. Its history spans over 200 years, and its name, SeaTac, originated from the phrase sea attack, a reference to a British attack during the War of 1812. The neighborhood, once located in Princess Anne County, is a part of the Oceanfront Resort Strip and adjacent area of the independent city of Virginia Beach. The swampy wooded land near the Virginia Beach oceanfront was deemed undesirable by white Americans who saw no potential for development. As a result, black Americans were able to settle in this area, which would become known as SeaTac. The black community thrived in SeaTac, developing a strong economic and achieving many milestones in the segregated Princess Anne County. These accomplishments included fundraising to build schools, established one of the first black-owned fire stations in Eastern Virginia, and constructed churches like Mount Olive Baptist and St. Stephen Church of God in Christ. After the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and 1968, the community was also able to build parks and a recreation center and a daycare center.
Lady Shaw, a lifelong resident of SeaTac, spoke with us about her experience growing up and the challenges she faced.
If you get on the bus, you can't sit on the front seat. Or if you're sitting on the front seat, if a white person get on and you are sitting there, you have to get up and let that person sit. You can't go to the white school. You have to go to a little school, maybe a little private school, or a little school that they did decide to open a little door, and the children in that community would go there. But see, I didn't have to go to a public school anyway. So for me, in some things it wasn't as bad as others, because I didn't have to try to find a school to go to. My mother taught me. My mother opened a private school, taught her children and several of the neighbors' children. But she used to have to let them out to go home before the other schools because the children would fight these black children. So it was hard, but our mother always taught never let how people treat you make you drop your head and think I'm nothing. So let it make you think you must be something. Why are they getting angry with you? Because in a way they think you are better than they are, but they don't want me to know. And I had that when I started teaching. I was the only black person there. And they let me know that they didn't want to associate this thing and couldn't understand. Did you say you had 5 sisters and all 5 of y'all went to college? I said, yes. I said, if it's something you need and you want to get, it's always a good way to get it. And so we knew we need to work. We work part of the time, save that money, went to school. I think we did that until we finished the 4 years and above.
Oh man, this community was built on love for one another. It's a large community of big families, anywhere between 9 to 14 members in a family. And you know, and the legacy as far as love and self-reliance is embedded in this community. Definitely the preservation of the legacy of SeaTac. This is one of the main things that's on my mind now, and heart, that we would preserve what's left of it.
We owe it to ourselves to preserve the foundation of SeaTac, which consists of the original family and community that grew up in SeaTac. We should do all we can to counter or to resist the changes that will take away from the root of who the SeaTac people were. And when that happens, you lose all of your history and your foundation, and we become a lost civilization. Across the United States, there is an attack against original black communities. SeaTac is an original black community. And you've heard the stories of them, destroying and burning down the original black communities throughout history, 1800, 1910, and so forth and so on. So it's our responsibility to preserve the integrity of our people by not selling the land, not selling out for a dollar, not giving up hope on the future history of our area, pursuing avenues that will bring us money. The government has millions of dollars that they could infuse in our community, but we need people to fight for it.
They were coming in to bomb of this place. Called it, we was under British rule, or the British had something to do with us here. And they came to shore with their ships out at Atlantic Avenue in 1810. And what they did, they called a sea attack, where they, and two words, sea attack, and they bombed those out at Atlantic Avenue. And that's where the name came from. And over time, it evolved into one word, SeaTac. And most of the inhabitants that came here, they migrated to this area.
My name is Larry Lee Shaw. I am the seventh child of Edward and Ella. I am a retired military officer, 32 years in the military.
What happened in SeaTac with the fire department?
It was phased out because of funding, but these were about 40 men that came together because we were having so many fire accidents in SeaTac, and the Virginia Beach was not responding to the needs of the community fast enough. And so 40 men came together and they organized their own police department and got it approved all the way up to Washington, D.C., which was very historic. And they worked for free, they were volunteers.
In SeaTac, they're about to take away the police academy. And SeaTac elementary school is empty. So, and they're thinking about doing away with the SeaTac elementary school and tearing it down.
There's some of us that has a problem with them tearing down anything that's historic black, because we know what they're going to replace it with. So there's some resistance to them tearing down